So.
Cool, these logs.
So the first one is, let's see.
Wait, what are we doing? Questions?
Yeah.
Are these questions you got off Instagram or something?
Yeah, but a lot of them are like long distance questions. So it's like.
Oh, what? No one wants to hear about me? How disappointing.
So it's like, how do you keep your relationship alive since you live so far away? We just text every day, every day. I have slacked on calling, which I do need to get better on that because that's the one thing I haven't done. But, so yeah, that's kind of how we do that. You have anything to say about it?
Not really. Kind of just that, right? You just talk a lot, I suppose. It kind of helps that, like, I'm a really busy person.
Yeah.
So, like, outside of work, I have loads of meetings, I do loads of other stuff, so I'm busy all the time anyway. So, like, especially in the mornings, that is normally when I'm busy. So it works quite well that when I'm busy, Mykela's asleep. And then you get up just as I'm kind of finishing for the afternoon.
Yeah.
So then while I'm chilling, it then means I can watch you. So actually, the time zone thing has worked out kind of well.
Yeah, because it's like 5 hours from Florida to England. So.
Yeah. Let me go this way.
Okay. Will you move to the States?
Well, I move to the States.
Yeah.
Maybe. To be honest, like where we end up living is probably more going to depend on work than anything else. Because I don't really care where I live, to be honest.
As long as work's good.
As long as like I can work normally. Should we go this way? I want to go this way.
Yeah.
That's kind of the big thing for me is, Karen Cragg is the one we want. And that's kind of the big one for me, because obviously I'm quite far in my career already.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of dumb for me to like completely give up all of my career to then go work somewhere where I have to basically start again.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about who I work for or anything, but I'm kind of lucky in that my company, the companies that I work for all don't really mind where I work. So they've all said that I could work in the US if I want to. So yeah, ultimately, maybe.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter to me. And like I said, I'm not going to be going anywhere for a few years anyway, so.
Yeah. Do you want to live together eventually?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the only way I will get married is I have to live with him first. So we have to live together for me to get proposed to, which is sad. But, yeah. So, and the next one is, has he proposed yet?
No.
But I wish.
Definitely not.
But,
So, yeah, no, I said to Mykela, I'm never going to propose to her until she lives with me first. So.
Which kind of makes sense, because I guess you could see, like, if like you don't want to live with a person who's like a messy person. Or, like, you know,
I already know you're a messy person.
Eating.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm pretty like my OCD is pretty good. So long distance. It is hard at times, but it does get easier.
What is? Sorry, you didn't say the question.
How do you find long distance relationship? It gets hard, but it also gets easy. It just depends how much effort and stuff you put, you know. How have you handled long distance?
Have
like
I?
Is it easy? Is it hard?
Have I?
Yeah.
Again, to be honest, I don't really notice most of the time because I'm so like I said, I'm always really busy, so don't really notice too much. Like a few months at a time doesn't really bother me. When it starts getting a bit longer, like because of Corona and everything.
Yeah, we were 10 months apart.
That was long, which kind of sucked. But
that's why I chose to stay here.
But that was kind of awkward, right? That wasn't like your choice. That was because your passport was missing.
Yeah.
And then COVID.
And everything happened.
Then like we can't travel to the US at the moment, so it meant you had to come here.
Yeah.
And you couldn't because you didn't have a passport.
And then as my passport came, I started a new job.
Yeah.
So then that made it slightly harder because I took too much off work to come here. So I had to be there for a little bit.
Yeah, so that was probably the longest we'll ever do.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucked, but it wasn't that bad because it wasn't really our choice.
Yeah.
It wasn't like no one could
Literally everything happened at once as I was trying to move to the U.S. And that's when Corona happened when we moved to the U.S. like 2 months before. How did we meet?
Cheerleading, yeah. We're on the same team.
We were stunting together, became stunt partners. I had told this story before, but my mom, I kept our relationship a secret for like 6 months. And asked my mom, hey, can I go stunting with this guy named Jacob? She had no idea we were a thing, and it was just kind of funny at the time. Do you plan on visiting America?
I mean, I've been to America loads. Like, I don't know, I've been loads of times, like all over. So I've been to Florida loads of times, so like, I don't mind, I will go again, but it's just, we obviously can't at the moment, because if you don't know, if you're American and you don't know, it's illegal. Like, the US government won't let foreigners into the country at the moment, so it's illegal for us to travel to the US for anything other than work. So I literally can't go at the moment. Otherwise I would have gone a while ago. But yeah, we're just not allowed.
Yeah. Our favorite place to eat together.
Favorite place to eat?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't really have a favorite place to eat.
I don't really like eating at the same place twice, to be honest.
Yeah. And he does a lot of cooking. We don't eat out much. Well, since I've been here, we haven't ate out much.
We normally go out once or twice a week.
Yeah.
But
we always try new stuff.
Yeah, like I don't like going to the same place twice. Unless it's like months apart.
Yeah.
So.
Because our first date was Brown's.
In Cambridge, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I've never eaten there before, but it was really fancy. But that was our first date, like, place we ate at. How many kids do we want?
What?
How many kids do we want?
None yet.
None yet. But when we do, I'll be fine with 3.
I'm not having 3.
But he wants 2.
Kids are expensive.
3 at the max, 2.
No.
2 at the max. Because he wants 2. I want twins. I want one a boy and one a girl.
No.
So you can experience them at the same time.
No. No.
But
I don't want to handle 2 at once. That sounds horrible.
Especially if it's a boy. I feel like boys are a little bit harder to raise.
What? My mum will disagree with you.
Am I living with my boyfriend now? No.
Yes.
At the moment.
At the moment you are.
Yeah.
But you don't live here permanently. You're only here for like 2 months, right?
Yeah. What has been the hardest thing being in the, like, I guess not being able to do, like, be part of people, like, each other's lives while we're apart.
Yeah, like, you don't really know many of my friends or anything because obviously you're not here normally.
Because last time I came, I met Tom, but, like, I didn't talk as much to him because I didn't know him, but now I feel like, now I talk to him loads, but I just met his friends, like, a couple weeks ago. Some of his uni friends a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was nice.
But you haven't met, like, most of my friends. Like,
no. And I just met some of his family members that I haven't met before already as well. Who showed interest first, and when was y'all's first kiss? So.
You did.
Yeah, I showed interest because I DM'd him first. Because I DM'd on Instagram first. And like, hi. So I showed interest first.
When you first messaged me, I had no idea who you were.
Really?
Yeah, when you sent that first message, I was like, who the fuck is this? I was really confused. I had no clue who it was.
Yeah, so
mostly because I'd met you and Caroline both separately.
Because I was first, right?
Yeah, but I met you both around the same time, but separately. So I was really confused when I first met you, because I was like, you look different, but not.
Yeah.
And I was really confused, because for a while, for like the first sort of week when I first met you guys, I wasn't sure if you were the same person or not. And then when I met you the next week, then obviously I knew, but so, I got really confused at the beginning.
Okay, I didn't know that, so. Because I knew we met at cheer, and I don't know, how did I find your Instagram is the thing?
I don't know.
That was, yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but when was y'all's first kiss? We said this in one of the previous videos, but it was at one of the cheer gyms we were at. We shared a kiss there. Y'all's favorite date? Do we have a favorite date? I think we just cherish every moment we get, so we really just we try to do a lot of things. Who said I love you first?
Mykela did.
You did. That is a lie. He's lying. He said I love you first. Because I was honestly,
I can't remember.
It was you first, because I remember where I was and everything when he said it to me.
I don't. No clue.
I remember because it was like, oh my God, because, okay, I didn't say I love you first just because I didn't want to be like, scare you off. Basically, like, is he going to get upset because I say I love you first? Or like, so I was like, I didn't say it.
I can't remember.
But I remember where I was.
No idea. On a Pringle.
Yeah. I was in my bathroom when he texted me. I was like, oh, he said I love you.
No idea.
Would you rather chill or go out? Go out.
What do you mean by go out?
I guess, like, would you rather just chill at home all the time, or would you are you like wanting to go out and do stuff?
Oh, go out and do stuff. If it was like at night, like, would you rather go out or chill night in? I'd rather stay at home. Than go to a club or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay at home. But equally, I would rather go to like a pub with a load of friends than stay at home. That's what I mean. So like here, when you say go out, I think of like, you mean like going out and getting really drunk and partying and stuff.
No, I mean as I go out, it's like doing things. Yeah. I don't know. It depends on the mood and like what you're doing. Like I'm an adventurous person, but I don't mind chilling every once in a while either. Who's the introvert and who's the extrovert? I get those mixed up.
Introvert is like keeps yourself. Extrovert is outgoing.
I feel like I'm the extrovert. You're the introvert, right? I would say that. No, I think we might both be extroverts.
Well, to your YouTube people, I'll be the introvert because I basically never take part in anything.
Yeah.
But like with my friends, I'm the extrovert, definitely.
Yeah. I could say that too. Like, I'm very, very shy when it comes to people that I don't know to first meet and, like, able to carry on a conversation. But once I know you and, like, know who you are and, like, I'm an extrovert for sure.
I just don't like sharing stuff with random strangers.
Will we live stream our wedding?
Live stream? No. Definitely not.
I would just want my friends and, like, family and, like, our family to come. But I don't know who live streams their wedding.
It's kind of weird.
I guess they could live stream if we have family members who don't come. But then again, like, I would only give them the link.
Yeah, to the people who you want.
Yeah, I don't think I would live stream it to everyone.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Why didn't you stay in the UK and finish off school here and move in with your boyfriend?
I've said this to her a lot.
Yeah, we had this conversation. I don't know. I feel like I was so excited, I guess, to go to college because you just want the whole college, like, feel. But then
you don't.
But then now I don't even do college. Like, I do college, but, like, don't get the whole college feel because it's all online because, like, COVID and stuff happened. So it's like you don't get, and I go to a community college, so it's not like...
It's also different, right? Because if you were staying here, you wouldn't have gone to college to do what you do. You would have been an apprentice.
Yeah.
Because it's not a college thing here.
So apparently here, I would not have a degree to do what I want to do.
Yeah, you don't. But you also, if you were in the English education system, you would have gone to like our equivalent, our college, not university. Because when you say college, we mean a university. But when we say college, we mean like something different.
Okay.
Which you do at like 16, 17, 18.
Yeah.
You would have done that to do what you want to do. And then you would have gone and started working at 18. So it's kind of awkward because if you'd stayed here after high school, you would have had to go to English college, not university, to do what you want to do, which then meant you would have been studying with like a load of 16-year-olds to do it. So I don't know, it's kind of a bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
It doesn't really translate very well. So yeah, you could have stayed here and done it, but it would have just been a bit different.
Yeah. I don't think I have a worse upsetting or angry moment. I'm not a very angry person. I get upset a lot because I'm a sensitive person. Like, very sensitive.
Yeah, you get upset about everything.
I get upset, but I don't think I get angry. Really.
No, you don't get angry.
I don't really get angry. I get upset. There's a lot of things I get upset about. We won't go into that.
You're just upset about everything.
Almost everything. But what are your plans going forward?
What do you mean?
I'm guessing just like with us and stuff is what I would suppose. Keep dating, doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I return, how will y'all see each other again?
Do people really write y'all in this?
But I was like y'all, so I guess because it's like, I'm guessing they're referring to me and you both.
Yeah, but that's just you. You don't say y'all. It's you.
When you return, how are you going to see each other again?
What do you mean? Get on a plane?
Yeah, get on a plane. I'm hoping to come at Thanksgiving or Christmas during like my holidays, because I know you guys don't do Thanksgiving, but we do, so. Like, that would be like November or so do it then. Just get on a plane and see him.
I say it's kind of hard because I can't actually visit at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's kind of difficult. Mykela has to come here.
Yeah, if I want to see him. What country will you both live in?
Don't know.
Don't know. We've already kind of answered that.
Canada.
Yeah, he loves Canada. Did you guys decide to continue dating long distance?
Why not?
Yeah. Like I said, if you guys can make it work, then why not? Go for it, you know? As long as you put the effort and stuff, then it's not a problem.
Well, I really don't see why people think it's hard. It's really not that difficult.
I always thought growing up I would never do a long distance relationship, but then here I am doing it. Just because like I felt like it was such a hard thing to do. But now it's not.
It's not hard.
It's not hard at all now.
I can imagine it would be hard without like mobiles and stuff. But other than that.
Like, I thought it was hard growing up. I'm like, I would never do that because it seems so hard. You never get to see each other, but actually hasn't been hard at all. Like, now that I'm actually in a long-distance relationship, it's actually not hard at all.
Yeah, it's really not that difficult. Because at the end of the day, it's not actually that hard to get there. It is at the moment because of COVID. But, like, normally, if you really wanted to, and you didn't really care about, like, flight or anything, you could literally just book a flight and fly tomorrow. If you really wanted to.
And as long as you had, like, work it out with your job, if you worked or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy.
It's really not
That's
that hard.
all I did. Literally, I talked to my boss and be like, hey, I'm going on a trip for 2 months. Is this okay? And they said, yeah. And then here I am. So it's like, you just have to work it out, you know?
Yeah, it's really not that difficult.
Yeah.
Alright guys, here it is. I'm in the same clothes because it's the same day and I'm just trying to catch up on videos. But so sorry about it, like the words being off. I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with it. But I just want to come out here and do an outro for this video. But that's just like a little like long distance kind of like advice on how me and my boyfriend think of it and how we get along doing it. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.